Yeah, of these 5 business drivers, cash, profit, assets, growth, and people, I would suggest people are the most important because they control cash, profit, assets, and growth. They're the ones that control the performance of the company. And so if you get the right people in place, you will find an organization that has a very long-term competitive advantage. I've seen some companies with a great strategy, a great culture, that other companies try and copy. And what they can do is copy that company's strategy, but they can't copy their culture. That's really difficult to replicate or duplicate in a company. And so while you might copy a company's strategy around their product or around their use of cash, what's really hard to replicate is the way people work together in an organization. And that for many companies is the ultimate competitive advantage. That ability to get an innovative, creative, and engaged workforce. Let's start with the most common mistakes that companies may make with their employees. I think one big one is they treat employees more like robots or automatons, meaning that they treat their employees without really trying to engage them. They take for granted that that employee wants to be working in that organization. So a company might feel like, hey, I pay my employee well, therefore they should want to be here. Well, employees, especially as you look at these younger generations of employees, they're much more interested in being involved in something that they care about and they're interested in. And so big companies today may miss connecting and engaging their employees, especially the younger workforce, if they really don't tap into what that employee is wanting to accomplish, providing meaning for that employee. Not helping that employee see the big picture of how they fit into how their company makes money or how their company operates. So if an employee doesn't have that connectedness, meaning here's how I contribute to what the company is performing, then you can see a big gap in their interest, their motivation, and their engagement, and they might leave your company to go somewhere else. And a big mistake that companies make towards their customers, I think the biggest thing is they lose touch with their customers. I think some companies get caught up in their own product and service that they fail to recognize the importance of how that really is servicing their customers and what their customers' changing needs might be. You've seen a lot of great organizations who at one time were well thought of, that were great organizations, but they lost touch with their customer. The market needs shifted, and they didn't anticipate those needs, and therefore their customers started going somewhere else for their products and services. So companies need to stay very close to their customers and really recognize what are the changing needs of customers so that they can anticipate those changing needs.